you as I pray, so that I can meet all of us one after the other. Thank you very much, Mr. Governor. Welcome to the biggest secret in this part of the world. Welcome to the camp, So please, let's introduce the governor to our practitioners. I see great men and women of your states. Afolayan is going around now introducing people. Thank you very much. Welcome to the only place you have long life and prosperity by just breathing the air. The bulk of our guests. Cameras, you need to go to Ede. I'm not talking about Ede in Osun State. Honorable Minister, please, let's have you besides the governor. Honorable Minister. Photographers, you need to take a step back. Thank you. Eshe Onilu. Photographers, please, you need to take a step back to see what is unveiling. Please take a step back.
Village and South. Preservation and promotion of our culture to build capacity in the creative arts and to serve as a hospitable sanctuary for those who find peace and inspiration in the comforting embrace of nature. Welcome to Serenity. I do this in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Can we give Mr. Governor a resounding round of applause?
We like to, a restaurant. We like to cook with a lot of light, natural light. So most times we don't even have to put on the lights. We have AC, we don't even have power to power it, but I'm sure the governor promised to.
Maybe Wednesday. Please don't go. Please move back. Please stay back. Please stay back. Please move back. Push back. Please. Hello. Please push back. Please push back. Move back. Hello, wait. Excuse me, sir. Quick stop here.
Oba Olugbo of Ibujaye. I remember when we came with the idea and vision and we went to him, he opened up his hands and he embraced, the entire idea, and that is why we're here today. Kabiesi, Esheon. Esheon. Of course, the governor, I'm not sure who fed him that wrong information about me not being from here. I'm actually from Komuibuja Ibabode, so my mother our house is right there. So, so I'm a son of the soil. And that is one of the reasons why this project is here. I also would like to recognize the owner of Komo, one of our Kabiesi in Komo, Kabiesi, Esheon. We also have a representative of Aseyin, of Iseyin, Nilu, ti brother mi, magician, Totiwa, Baba, Esheon, Weba, Miki, Emo ye ko wa no ogba yin o, tori yo so ẹran yin di ball. Akogbaja de ẹran lọ niyan. Right. Honorable Minister, thank you very much for coming all the way. I know it was tight. You flew in yesterday and you promised you're going to be here, and you're here. And, I'm going to hold you to what you said earlier about the Yoruba thing. We're going to actually christen you. And, I'm sure you are loved by many, so you are Aduke. So from today, I'll call you Aduke, meaning we're battling for your attention, to pamper you. Thank you very much. She was mentioned earlier. She's my sister, Barrister Elizabeth Ayodele. Without her, this would not have been possible. I will not want to waste our time. But look, I have people here. I have some people who are not my friends. They are my brothers because we've been friends for over 30 years. Some of them 30 years, some of them almost 40 years, some of them 20 years. And some of them have been here more than 5, 6, 7 times. And some of them are visiting for the first time. Guys, I can't start mentioning everybody's name, but I know Steve Babeko is here for the first time. And Steve, thank you very much for coming all the way. I really, really appreciate. My friend and brother, Wale Kunle, we started the foundation together, and every opportunity to come back, he will come back. Wale Oshegon, where is he? Who's Wale Kunle? Okay, thank you very much, Wale. I really can't see, but like I said, I'm a bit overwhelmed. This is a project of 3 years plus, 2001. And you can see what we've been able to do, in 2001. We could have diverted the funds to something else. I'll be following Shino to Dubai and Qatar, and we'll be doing big boy up and down. I buy Rolls Royce or Bentley or something. But I will never have rest or peace of mind. Doing this is what gives me rest and peace of mind. Because I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for posterity. I'm doing it so that the name of the community, my name, my mother's name, if my children like, they can key into it, but then if they don't, I have established something in my name and it will be remembered forever. I have a lot of young folks here who follow what I do. Saga Adeolu, thank you very much for coming. Fela came all the way from Ghana. Fela, can you stand up for recognition, please? In the new season of Anikulapo, you are going to see all these guys. They are all in the new season. It's bigger than the Anikulapo film and season 1. So you have not seen anything. And Tele Dalashe, who just performed, is doing another soundtrack for the new season. My family have been recognized. Again, I'll call Sheon, please come out. I'm sure if you check my pictures in the last many years, you know, it will be hard to see me without this guy. I don't know why. I don't know. You do juju, you know. But then, listen, he's not complete without me. And I'm not complete without him. You know, so this is not just a brotherhood. This is, you know, something greater, you know. Seun, I want to thank you very much for always being there, for always standing by me. You know, we've been through it, but then this is the beginning. Again, I'm going to leave the stage, but then we'll give some people opportunity to come and talk. I know the Honorable Minister will need to run. Unfortunately, I prepared a castle for her because we're supposed to have like party. Tonight is supposed to be, we're supposed to, but it's still going to happen. We will send her pictures, you know, and then she promised to be back. We're going to have party and all of that. I mean, the food, there's meal, you know, everything is being prepared, so there's going to be party. For those who are leaving, they probably will give them takeaway, but we that are staying, the show has just started. I also want to thank the Deputy Governor of Osun State. Thank you very much for coming all the way. I want to start also thank the Commissioner, Mrs. Adeleke, all the way from Osun. Thank you, ma, for coming all the way. I have my father and mentor and somebody who handed over. Yes, my father, real father, was a filmmaker, but he didn't even know how I started. He was not around. He left. But somebody took my hand and said, Jekalo, ma beru, oh, nishubu. And that person is TK, Tunde Kelani. And he's here, and he's going to have the opportunity to say one or two things. There's somebody here seated. I call her Auntie May, and I'm sure some people will think we're dating because they can never understand it. Where they see her, they will see me. But she's, when you say somebody is woman being, she's a woman being. Shola Shobawale, please, you know, give her a round of applause. So on that note, I'm going to hand over.
Gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Well, what a day. I didn't know I was on the same flight with the Honorable Minister yesterday. So we both came in around 6:30 yesterday night, and then I got to Ibadan. I dragged myself out of bed this morning, and I thought to myself, this is not an event for me to miss. And what a remarkable feat. This is for my brother Kunle Afolayan, the visionary whose project has brought us all together. Let me, from the bottom of my heart, say to those of you that came from outside of Oyo State, welcome to Oyo State, the sanctuary of Yoruba culture and history. Yeah, I mean, culture and history, and this particular project speaks directly to the heart of everything we're working towards in Oyo State. Particularly, our drive for infrastructural development and expansion of our economy through key growth sectors, including tourism. I was explaining to the Honorable Minister from the short ride there to here that my first tenure, because I put together a roadmap for accelerated development of Oyo State, standing on 4 major pillars: education, healthcare, delivery, expansion of our economy through infrastructure and agribusiness, and then security. But when Oyo State people gave me the opportunity to come back for a second term, I expanded that roadmap. So we produced another roadmap, which is a roadmap for sustainable development of Oyo State, 2023 to 2027, and we added tourism and solid minerals development. So this is a testament that I know I've met Kunle Afolayan on several occasions, one of which was during the maiden edition of International Tourism Summit in Ibadan. And also here at one of our political leaders' place, Senator Jose Agbola. And this Cap Village and Resort, stands as a powerful testament to the passion exhibited in those meetings. So it's almost like you put your money where your mouth is. On a broader scale, this project represents a big win for your state, and I will explain briefly. Kunle Afolayan is not from Oyo State. He is naturalized now. I'll bring a certificate saying that you are now from Oyo State. And it speaks a lot to us, as Nigerians, where people say, oh, okay, I don't want this set of people in this place. I want anybody that can add to the value of Oyo State. Please come. So he chose this place, Igbojaye. And what this is doing now is this particular place is now on the global map as far as culture and tourism is concerned. Well, as a government, we remain committed to creating the enabling environment for businesses to thrive. And I made promises in the past. I think we sent a transformer here, hoping that will solve the power problem, but apparently, if you've been using diesel for the past 3 years, the problem is yet to be solved. Well, I will solve the problem now. I know we've begun the process, but from what I've seen here in terms of investments, we have to go over and beyond just trying to put a transformer here. I will talk to the Commissioner for Energy. It's going to be a two-pronged approach. One, a mini grid, a solar mini grid will be relocated to this place. And secondly, we will ensure, even if we have to take a direct line from Okaka to here, it's only 23 kilometers. I will take a direct line dedicated to this place. And I don't just talk. I talk, I put things that I say in black and white so that I can be held accountable. I have a timeline also to have this done. I'm an electrical engineer myself, so I can envisage what timeline. I'll give us 6 months or not before the end of the year. So I'll be here around Christmas. And there must be a reliable electricity supply to this place by the time I come. Also, we committed to rehabilitating the road leading here to his access and improved connectivity. In the car, the people that were with me, I said to them that, yeah, you may really love what you're going to see here, but the challenge of, getting here, if I'm a tourist from outside of Nigeria, it's a big hassle getting into Nigeria first. And then you start the journey from Lagos, to Ibadan. Well, okay, thankfully, I think an international airport is being set up in Ibadan. And the air site should be ready October, November this year. I must receive a wide-bodied aircraft in Ibadan airport around October, November this year. But also, I was planning a simple airstrip at Otu, really for security surveillance. One at Otu and one at Igbeti. We are just about procuring the aircraft to utilize that with the surveillance equipment. But now, I think I have also caught the vision. We're not only going to set up the airstrip for security surveillance, we will also add tourism. Because quite frankly, from the airport in Ibadan with a caravan aircraft is going to take just 15, 20 minutes to get to Otu, and then another maybe 15 minutes to get here. And with the good road that we plan to build, I think we can get people here easily. So I don't know if Honorable Commissioner for Local Government is here, but if he's not, Lolade, please call him to the office on Monday. Let him tell the chairman of Itesiwaju Local Government, please send authority to incur expenditure to us from the film village here all the way to Okaka, and I will approve it. So let me reaffirm today. Well, I can see somebody from Otu, almost like jumping that, well, yes, they will pass through Otu to get here. Let me reaffirm today that tourism remains a cornerstone of our economic strategy in Oyo State. And because of our nearness to the major population center, Lagos, our connectivity with the rest of the country, and our ambition to have a regional airport in Ibadan, I think we're well on our way. And I will give you the assurance, my brother, that we will do everything within our means to ensure that this CAP Film Village and Resort that we've just commissioned today not only survive, but thrive. It will thrive. So on that note, let me once again congratulate Kunle Afolayan, and also I can see your siblings here. Let me congratulate you and the entire team for these monumental achievements. Congratulations are also due to the good people of Igbojaye. You have proven to be gracious hosts. This is now your project, our project, not just this project. So I urge you to take ownership of it, protect it, and it will bring long-lasting economic benefit to your community and also to Oyo State and to Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you.
She has promised me she's not leaving Igbojai for 1 month. The Honorable Minister is still here. Please, let's stay back. I know all the politicians will go with the governor, but come back after you see him to the car. Are you there? Thank
Already established earlier on, and I beg and pray for your indulgence. Shall I diligently perch myself on it, even though I have to call out to Honorable Sheena because he's a brother from another mother. I mean, many people would look at me and him and say that we look very, very similar, and it is true. And Mr. Kunle, what can I say to you? You know, from the first moment that I met you, I mean, even before I met you, I had heard of you and I had heard of what you had done. It was very important for me to meet you and to see this structure that you had put in place because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was had a mission and a vision to build something concrete for the future generation of young Nigerians that do not have access to oil wealth or have access to go to Ivy Leagues, but they all have an interest in the creative industry. And this is the first time, as you would know, a ministry, standalone ministry, was put in place that would cater specifically to the creative industry. The creative industry, everybody knows when you traveled all over the world, the one thing that they will tell you about being a Nigerian, really, as of now, is our music, our arts. Everywhere you go to is about Burna Boy, is about your Whiz Kids, is about the beautiful things that Honorable Pella has done in his own personal and professional capacity. But what does that speak to? That really speaks to the great things that the creative industry has been able to do organically on its own without government. And this is what you see in real time here. Mr. Kunle has dedicated his resources, his time, his effort, and all his energy to put a structure in place on his own without the help of government. So why it was important for me, and actually germane for my success as a minister, to come and see how we can partner with you, is the fact that you have already done the work. Now it is for government to come to see how we can support. I'm very encouraged and empowered to hear what the governor has to say, because you put a structure such as this in place. The structure can only thrive if there is access to that structure. So when people hear of CAP film productions and resorts, they want to get here. But yes, getting into Nigeria in and of itself is a challenge. We're working on that with the Honorable Minister of Interior, the great Bumi Tunji Ojo, who's doing an astronomical job in ensuring that people that want to come and experience us and our traditions and our cultures have the easiest access. But then you get into Lagos, perhaps you get into Abuja. How do you get into CAP Film Studio? So we want to make it easy. So when we talk about building an infrastructure for a tourism hub such as this, not only a creative hub, a tourism hub, the accessibility has to be there. So if you have the infrastructure of the access, the road, the way people can come in, and power, this makes it very easy for you to grow and expand this edifice in the very visionary way that you want to do it. You know, I often say to people wherever I go that, honestly, one of my greatest pleasures in life is to have been born a Nigerian. I am so proud to be a Nigerian. What makes me so proud to be a Nigerian is because of our expression, is our content. We are a beautiful kaleidoscope of 240 or so different tribes that really are very diverse, but represent one great nation. And I don't often say this in public, but one of the things that make us great as a nation, I'm sorry, is the Yoruba, is the Southwest. It's really, it's the truth. That is one of the greatest things. And to think that Oyo State is the bastion of the Yoruba, is the bastion of the heritage of the Southwest, is something that we, as a federal government, and myself, as a member of this great nation, have to put a lot of interest in. Already, we, as a federal government, have started working with the state governments to do a collaboration, a handshake, whereby we look at the different assets that each big, beautiful peculiarity and uniqueness that each state has, and to look at the assets in that and joining forces rather than working in silos, in to see how we can bring this asset in a way that will really create the enabling environment for the industry to grow, but at the same time offer this economic expansion that we're all looking at. We're looking at making Nigeria the cultural and creative hub of Africa. And I think you are going to do a lot. This edifice, this infrastructure is going to do a lot in helping me create that narrative of making Nigeria the creative hub. So I have to say thank you to you for doing a lot of the work for me and a lot of the work for us. And it's just for us to join our forces. We've already started talking to Mr. Kunle about how we can really partner and collaborate. And one of the things that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, even during his manifesto before the election, had promised was that we should do everything with a private and public partnership. It is important for the long-term sustainability of any initiative that we want to put into place. So to come together with the likes of Mr. Kunle, with an edifice that you've already put in place on this beautiful infrastructure, working together, pari passu with the state government, is a win-win situation. It really is. And that is really going to add to the tourism asset of Nigeria, to the cultural asset of Nigeria. So I really look forward to coming back to see how it has grown and how much more that you have expanded. And I'm looking to more extensive and aggressive engagement with yourself, especially now that the state government is really, really keyed in and involved.
So I just interview you guys together because you're like two new cast on the Anikulapo series. To start with, what does this mean for you? And why did you say yes? What did you guys say? You need to say yes. I'll start with the lady. Sorry, I know you were.
Go ahead, that's fine.
Oh, my name is Fela McCarthy, by the way. I'm from Ghana. I've seen the previous, projects from Mr. Kunle. So obviously, it's a great job, and I needed to just be part of it. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you, Saka, what did he say to you? What made you say yes?
I consider Mr. Kunle Afolayan a maestro when it comes to the arts. You know, and I'm a huge sucker for, just movie making, but art. So when I got the call from him to join this project, I was elated. So I jumped on it immediately. Yeah.
All right, so let's speak about the experience. You shot here, and it's like many kilometers away from proper civilization, even though you would never know if you're here. So share with us, what was that experience like for you?
It was lovely. I was here for 2 months, and I even flew to Ghana at some point. Yeah. But then my time here was serene. It's so in touch with nature. You wake up to the mountains and the morning dew. It's nice and it's quiet. It's beautiful. Yeah, you guys should come.
Absolutely, we're here already anyway. Let's speak about the movie in itself. Tell us the role you played, and share with us what filming was like.
I played the role of Abena, and I think the most challenging part is the fact that I have to speak Yoruba, because I don't speak Yoruba at all. I'm from Ghana, so I think it's fun. The hospitality, everyone was fun here, nice. It's just amazing. I think everyone should just come here and experience, the resorts as well.
I was hoping you would tell me a bit about Abena.
Oh, Abena. I actually want Abena to be a surprise, actually. I don't want to...
I think Abena is phenomenal,
yeah.
Right? She spoke Yoruba. That's amazing. So you should watch out for it on Netflix.
Yes.
All right, lastly, and I hope you guys will give me something. So are you guys taking the baton from Kunle Remy and...
No, it's not like that. It's not like that. We're additions to the cast, we're not replacements.
No replacements.
We're additions. So the story is expanding. It's like, as he said, the director says it's like Game of Thrones. So he keeps expanding, different cities in the Yoruba land and different... No, don't worry, the story is boundless and you'll love it.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
What kind of impact are you expecting Cap Village to have in our creative industry generally?
Massive impact. This is a multi-use space. It's not just for filmmaking. It also provides accommodation for your crew. It also provides spaces where you can build up sets and all that because it's an expansive, massive land that you have here. So if you can't find what to use, but I doubt whether you will not find what to use, you can just create your own space and all that. It allows for creativity because there's like it's not where you say you want to take a dash to town and come back because once you come here, you're just going to settle here and create, you know. That's why, for me, the infrastructure has to be in place so that it will be conducive for filmmaking. And presently, with what I've seen, this is more than conducive for filmmaking. So the impact will be much. Productions will be done easily here without, the stress of running into urchins and the rest, disturbing you in your production. It will save money for some people who will have to be traveling up and down. Once they come here, they know that they are going to do their shoot for 1 month, and they do it and they go away and so on. So the impact will be massive. Massive not only for production, but for employment, to employ talent. Economically, it's also going to be because the villagers are going to have something to do. You heard the tale of somebody who sells maize and how they emptied their farm because there was a crew on set and so on. So this is massive and it should be something that we should support at every level.
Absolutely. Lastly, before I let you go, as is czar of censorship, you have seen a lot of all the movies pass through your table, and even before that, I know you're a movie lover yourself and all over. And at this time, we're seeing the rise in epic storytelling, cultural, and all of that. What do you suppose this adds to our movies on the internationals?
On the international scene, this is what they want to see. They don't want you competing with them, telling them foreign stories or trying to ape romantic comedy or whatever. They want you to tell your own story. And the epic story provides that canvas for which our filmmakers have been able to tell our stories. They tell stories about myth, historical stories and so on. So this is the thing we should be doing. I'm not saying that all our stories should be epic stories, but at least we should go back to our history, pick up stories, pick up things about us, about our culture that celebrate our culture. The films that have come out from this Cap Village are films that celebrate our culture. At the time we are now, we should be thinking of how to sell our culture and not allow people to come from abroad to come and shoot here. I wish we had somewhere like this. Maybe the film about the Amazons of Dahomey would have been made here. I wish we had this set before now. Maybe even half of a Yellow Sun would have been done in a place like this. I wish we had here a lot of these epic films that they have come from somewhere to come and do, even go as far as our neighboring West African countries and claim that it is Nigeria will have been done here. So we need to encourage this kind of filmmaking. I am for it reduces my job as a census person, as a classification boss, because there are things that you cannot do when you are telling these stories. Even the ritual part of it, they are so responsible about it that they know what you go out to the audience to see. So the more, the merrier for us. But we should take time to do them so that we are not just pushing out culture for culture's sake, but we are pushing out something that is authentic. We must take time, we must do our research, we must make sure that the right buildings, the right environments are done. So it's very important that we do that.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.